Hello, hello, all my yarny friends. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet. Happy Monday. How is everyone this morning? I hope your Monday is going to go well for you today. I hope it's not a crazy Monday like it usually is. Um, I have a lot to do today. It's about 8 o'clock at the time of the recording of this video. And so I'm getting ready to go to my homemakers meeting. It starts at 9:30. And then when that's over, I'll be heading over to mom's to check on her to see if she needs anything and to see how she's doing. Um, but I wanted to come on today and share something that I've finished making and some things I finished making and also fill you in on the story. If you guys saw, I put it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I think I may have even made a short for here or a post one. I can't remember. But I'll be telling you the story about the picture of me and my friend Shelly. And at some point in the video, I'll have the picture up here in the corner somewhere. But I am leaving Saturday with my son and some of the kids from our church, and we're heading down to Mississippi to our church camp that we go to every year. I am finally, praise the Lord, I am finally feeling well enough to go to camp. I have missed the last 2 years because of my crazy trigeminal, and it always flares up about this time. So far, it has not flared up. And so, yay, I get to go down to camp. And I am so thrilled. Um, I no longer can do all the sports and the running around and the playing like I used to with the kids because of my knee replacement. I don't want to take a chance of anything. And I can't run to save my life anymore. So that doesn't happen. So, what I do now, we have a cabin and I am a standby counselor in case we have extra kids that need a counselor, then that's what I do. But mostly I team up with another lady and we are in charge now of the arts and crafts that the kids do each day at camp. So I help with the arts and crafts. So I'm really excited to be down there and doing that. And then of course my daughter, she has our youngest grandson who's 2. When she's busy, then I'm grandma at camp for the week. So I kind of watch over the 2-year-old and help her with him when she needs me to while we're at camp. So that's what I get to do at camp this year. And then it's great because I have time to interact with all the kids, not just the 10 that we have in our cabin. I can interact with all of them because they all come to us for crafts. I'll get it out in a minute. So I am so excited. The camp that we go to is Sardis Lake Christian Camp, and it's in Sardis Lake, Mississippi. And let's see, my oldest daughter will be 32 next month, and we started going down there when she was, let me think, 10 or 11 years old. So we've been associated with this camp for a long time. And it's just, I call it heaven on earth because we can go there and be around other Christians. And if you experience this, when you're around other Christians, it's easier for you to be a Christian yourself. We don't have to worry about all the worldly mess that's going on out in the world. We can just concentrate on fellowship and fun and learning more from God's word, and it's just a beautiful week, singing and laughing, and it's study and everything. It's just a beautiful week, and I just love it. So I'm really excited to be going down there. So what I did, in case I do have campers, in case I am assigned to a cabin with campers, now the guys don't do this with the boys because they just don't do this kind of thing. But the women counselors, we make happies for our girls. And usually if we have a full cabin, we have 2 counselors and then 10 girls if our cabins are full. So I made bookmarks to give out, and if I end up not having any girls, then I'm going to pass them on to my daughter, and and both of my daughters are counseling together in a cabin. And so if I happen to not have any girls, I made these up just in case. Then I will pass them to my daughters and they can give them as happies to their girls. But I made bookmarks. And I think they're so, so pretty. And they got a little tassel on the bottom. So they can use them for a book if they read, or they can even use them in their Bibles as a bookmark in their Bibles. So I'll put it right here where you can see it. It's called, let me pull it up. I found the pattern on Pinterest, and I'll link it in the description box in case you guys want to give it a try. But they are called crescent bookmarks. Okay. And this is a pattern by Rich Textures Crochet, is the person that made these. Rich Textures Crochet. And they're super easy. I sat down and I made, well, I didn't bring the yarn up here, but it's the Premier Batik yarn. And I made all 10 of these. It's a striping yarn, so I just let the colors flow. And I made 10 of them. And I made all 10 of them in about 2 hours. So they go together very, very fast. But like I said, I will link these in the description box below. I love how cute these turned out. And I think the girls are just going to love them. No matter what age group of girls I end up with, I think anywhere from we have 8-year-olds all the way to 18. So I think any age group would like to use these and have them. So I got those for the girls. Yeah, this week is going to be spent getting clothes packed, getting things ready. I'm also teaching the little 7 and 8-year-olds on Thursday morning Bible class. And we're going to learn about the obedience of Noah. So I've got visuals. I've got everything ready except for visuals. So I've got to get my visuals together for that. So yeah, it's just going to be a fun week and I can't wait to get there. Also, check out Shannon's video today from the Spoony Stitcher. She is doing a recap of our whimsical Wonderland video where we did our Alice in Wonderland themed inspired projects. And if you all didn't see them, I've got my teapot cover, teapot cozy. It's the Jacob's Ladder and a flower on the top. So I made that. And I will try and find the pattern and link it in the description box. And then I also made my the Granny Ripple blanket, baby blanket. It's a baby blanket size, but I was inspired by the colors of the Cheshire Cat. So he's got the pink and the purple stripes and then the white for his big smile. So those were the 2 things that I made that inspired me by Alice in Wonderland. So check out Shannon's video, and it's going to be fun. You'll enjoy it. Then also, now let's get to the fun part. This is what I wanted to get to today, was the story of the picture. And I'm going to have it pop up right here at some point. But in case, well, I won't pull it up on here. It'll be right here. My friend Shelly, we grew up together in the crib. My parents and her parents were the best of friends. And so Shelly and I have known each other since the crib. Now, did we know each other in the crib? No. But anyway, our parents had us together since babies. So we grew up together in Ohio. I moved away from Ohio when I was 10 and was crushed because I did not want to leave my best friend. We did everything together and I did not want to leave. And I think I cried from the moment we left until we got to Tennessee. I don't think I stopped crying. Or at least I cried the majority of the trip and I was mad at the world. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay right there in Ohio with my best friend. But I was 10 years old, didn't understand the big picture, but coming here was just, I could see God's plan. Now that I'm at the age I am now, I can look back and I can see God's plan in all of that. So it was a good thing, and I would not have the people in my life today had we not moved, and so I'm very thankful for that. Um, but we have never Shelly and I have never lost contact with one another. We stay in touch all the time. She now lives in out in California, and she runs a Christian camp out in California. Her and her 4 kids, they run a camp out there, and it's an amazing camp. I've been out there, and it's just a wonderful place. Um, so anyway, as far as the picture goes, we did some of the silliest stuff as kids, and the picture here, I think it's one of my favorite stories and memories of us because we played a trick on our parents. Okay, trick. We thought it was funny. We thought it was a trick. Our parents did not. Now, you all may or may not know what a crawl space is. So I'm just going to tell what it is for some that may not know. A crawl space in your house is a part of your house that is under the house that you literally can crawl into. Usually electrical plumbers, whoever need to, they crawl under there to do work under the house. Some in Ohio where I'm from, most houses, if you have a basement, then you had a little door in the hallway of your basement that led to the crawl space. Okay? And you would store things. Some people stored things in there. Well, at my friend Shelly's house, she had a crawl space, and that's where we would go in there and play. It didn't have her dad had a they had I can't remember if it's a wooden floor. If Shelly, if you watch this, you can tell in the comments what kind of floor it was. I'm trying to remember if it was a wooden floor and they had sample carpet pieces laying on it. I can't remember, but I just know we were able to go down there and play. So it had to have been at least there was some kind of flooring down there because we didn't get dirty at all. So we would go down there and play Barbies. I mean, we just spent hours in that crawl space. We were little enough we could sit on the floor and our heads didn't touch, except Shelly. She was so much taller than me. Her head might have, I don't know. But we would go in that crawl space and we would play for hours. We had our Barbies in there. Well, my mom and dad and her mom and dad would get together once a week and play cards. And so we would just go down and play while they were playing cards. Well, this one night while they were playing cards, we were all down in the crawl space. My sisters were down there too. And my 2 sisters were down there also. I know my sister Maggie was down there. I don't know if my youngest sister was down there or not. I can't remember exactly. But anyhow, she had, and I don't know if any of you that are my age remembers these, but there were these cardboard building blocks that looked like brick walls, and you could stack them and make a big brick wall, pretend brick wall. Well, we had one of those built in the middle of the crawl space, and so we got this idea that we would play a trick on our parents and hide behind that wall. When they were going to come down and tell us, okay, guys, the card game's over. We're going home. Let's come out of the crawl space. We're going home. That we would get behind that wall and be super quiet and not say anything and hide. Innocent little game, right? We just thought we'd hide. Well, we get behind, and of course that's why Shelly is going like this and I'm going like this in the picture, because we were trying to keep quiet. And so Shelly's mom comes down. Teresa, your mom and dad are going home. It's time for you guys to come back out. And we were just super quiet. We didn't say anything. And she could, Shelly, Teresa, do you hear me? And so then we heard her. We heard her. Oh, well, they must have come out. Maybe they're outside. And we're just dying. We're trying as hard as we can not to laugh. And my sister Maggie starts making noise, and we were like, be quiet. Don't. Because if anybody was going to get loud, it was going to be her and give it away. So we were like, you have to be quiet. So then my mom comes down. Teresa, we can't find you anywhere. Are you guys down here? Hello, where are you? We didn't say anything. Guys, this went on for I don't know how long. It didn't seem that long to me. Our parents seemed to remember it going on for an hour or two. Maybe long. I don't know. It wasn't longer than that. It couldn't have been. But at least an hour, if not longer. And so then I hear my dad's voice. Teresa, you have 2 seconds to show yourself and let us know where you are. And I looked at Shelly. And of course me, I'm the rule follower. I want everything. I want everything to be happy. I don't want problems. And so I said, Shelly, we need to tell them this. It's time to say where we are. My dad's getting upset. Oh, he's not upset. This is funny. It's okay. It's okay. Just a little bit longer. Well, finally, Shelly's mom pokes her head through, and you guys would have had to have known her. I miss her so much. She's no longer with us, but she had just this calm, just sweet, calm voice about her. She never got upset. I never saw her raise her voice at all. And even in this instance, she never. It was stern, but it was very calm. It's like, Shelly, this has gone too far. It is time to come out if you are down there. We are scared to death. We don't know where you are. You need to come out now if you're down there. Well, then we were kind of like, okay, we got to get out of here. So we come out laughing. Surprise! Here we are. Ha ha ha. Until we saw the looks of our parents. And then we knew, okay, this is bad. This is not good. We took it too far. Oops. Now, where we lived in town, and we lived on the corner of our block, and Shelly's parents, their house was on the corner of their block, and we had one block in between us. So my mom could stand, I could stand on the corner where my house was, Shelly could stand on the corner where her, and we could see each other. And a lot of times my parents, my mom and her mom, would stand on our corners and watch us. If one was going to one was going to each other's house, they would stand and watch until we got to where we were going to be sure we got over there okay. And so all the way home, because I know Shelly probably got it too because she told me about it later, but all the way home, I think I got a swat on my bottom for every step I took. Or at least for every word that was coming out of my parents' mouth. We almost called the police on you. Do you understand how bad that was? Oh man, it was terrible. And yeah, we were not allowed, Shelly and I were not allowed to spend the night at each other's house or anything for like, I know we were grounded. I don't remember how long, but we were grounded. And yeah, we never pulled anything like that again. So the shh and that was later on when Shelly and we were moms by then, but we were early on. I think we only had one child each. I may have had a couple of kids by then, but I think we were still in our 20s, maybe our early 30s. Shelly had arranged one, she knew I was coming up for a visit. And so she had arranged, this was when she still lived in the town we lived in Ohio. And she arranged for us to go. She knew the people. Um, she arranged for us to go to the house I used to live in on the corner and walk through it, and walk through the house that she used to live in when we were growing up together. And the people that owned the houses then allowed us to walk through. And that picture of us with the shh and that is us in the crawl space. We reenacted being in the crawl space. And I don't know, Shelly could comment in the comments below, Shelly, if you're watching this, but I'm trying to remember. I don't think we were either right at we had opened the door and we were able to sit, because I don't know that we were able to actually crawl into the crawl space, but we might have. So that picture is either us in it or we're sitting at the door where we opened the door and we sat in front of it. But we had to go back and reenact the crawl space. It was just great. It was so fun with all those memories. So, but yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. As I was recording this, I'm getting a call from my mom, so I need to get off here and check that and see how she's doing. So I will get off here. I've got to leave here in a few minutes to go to my homemakers meeting, but I just wanted to share that fun with you. And like I said, the picture will be up here somewhere. You can see it again if you haven't seen it. So I hope you guys have a marvelous Monday. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye, guys.